All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4 different pieces of stories to get through. Very, very interesting topic. Things that we haven't been able to touch base on because of the match that we had recently. And of course, we won, which is fantastic. But we get the moment to go through all of that right now. So we are going to do that. Let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get cracking into the news. First up, it's in regards to Noni Madueke. This came out late yesterday, well, a post-match yesterday once we won. Everyone was sort of thinking what's going on with Noni Madueke. How come he's not in the team? I was under the impression that he's still injured. However, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Mauricio Pochettino are not selecting Noni Madueke in the squad. It's about choice. So the word in the street is, ladies and gentlemen, that Mauricio Pochettino actually didn't choose Noni Madueke because of choice, purposely, not to do anything with injuries. He's apparently even categorically said that he's not injured. I've just not chosen him for this particular match. I mean, at first, I didn't really deep it because I was thinking, surely there's no beef between Mauricio Pochettino and Noni Madueke, and I've not really seen anything sinister from Noni Madueke to suggest that there's some issues in the background. So I was like, nah, surely he's injured and he's just, I don't know, he's just said what he had to say just to get rid of the media. But then a lot of people started tagging me. I had to look deeper into the situation. I was just obviously very happy off the back of us winning and going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. I wasn't really paying too much attention with the whole Noni Madueke thing. But then I looked into the whole matter. Noni Madueke, apparently, obviously since the last international break, he picked up a bit of a knock and he's not been training or he's not been featuring, obviously, in any of the matches because of the injury. And then people been tagging me how he's been going out partying and this, that, the other. Look, players partying, that's not a new thing. And they're allowed to do that in their downtime. But I think what a lot of people are trying to say is that you're injured, you're not featuring in any of the matches. And then, there's pictures or there's videos of you really raving and partying it away. And I don't know whether that is part of the reason why Pochettino is a little bit annoyed by this particular individual, or is it the fact that he's not training well enough? I mean, what is the go here? Look, I'll be straight up with you guys and tell you how I feel about Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke has a lot to improve. I've been saying it from the get-go, even the start of this season, in the preseason. I even said, you know what? Just keep Angelo Gabriel because that would be strong competition for someone like Noni Madueke. And if anything, I think Angelo Gabriel probably takes over Noni Madueke. Even last season when Noni Madueke was doing good, we have to realize it was such a abysmal season. Any little bits of good that we saw, we made it seem like it was phenomenal, when in essence, that is probably the basic level of good that you can appreciate from a footballer. This season, I said from the get-go, he's got a lot to develop. It was a good game against Wimbledon, but by no means it was the most polished performance. So look, I don't know, a lot of you guys have been saying that apparently he's got a bit of history with Pochettino. This Pochettino was apparently the reason why he left Spurs last time around. So I don't know what's going on here. Is this a case of, it's not as deep as the Sancho situation, but is something brewing here where Pochettino is not selecting this particular player? You need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that Carabao Cup team in the bench had 2 goalkeepers and plethora of young players as well. So, for Noni Madueke to not make the bench, something's definitely not right in the background. So let me know how you feel about this particular news. Right now, look, all I'll say is that obviously we're speculating around the scenario as to, is it the party situation that's bothered Pochettino? Is he not training well enough? I mean, clearly it's probably not. I tend to think that it has to do with training as opposed to his demeanor off field. But yeah, what does the future hold for Noni Madueke at Chelsea Football Club? Very, very strange situation that's happening here. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, what you think about Noni Madueke. For me, it is a strong stance from Pochettino. And look, if he feels that Madueke is just not in terms of his fitness level or in terms of his mindset, he's not there, then that's fair enough. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are yet to make any progress on the future of Ian Maatsen. Should there be no significant progress on his future before January, then Chelsea are likely to be forced into listening to more offers for Maatsen in the next transfer window. This is coming from Matt Lowe. Look, I understand what's going on here. I get it. He's in his final year. I think Chelsea has one more year up their sleeve if they do want to trigger that. But essentially, he's in his final year of contract. And I get from Maatsen's point of view that he's looking for an important contract being offered. Chelsea has offered a contract, but Maatsen doesn't feel that that is showing respect to him. That makes him feel important for the club. For once, honestly, Chelsea Football Club, don't worry about pure profit. Just for once. Not everything has to be about pure profit. This is one genuine academy product that you probably want to back. I'm telling you right now. He's a very good player, technically very sound. He's one of the very few in the current squad that actually understands how we probably need to play and get the best out of Nicholas Jackson, playing through the middle. Having the ability to receive the ball, turn, and move. Not just about sideways passing. He's looking to penetrate the opposition through the middle, as we saw the goal that we scored against Brighton. It was his pass that led to Palmer, who then passed it, slipped it through for Nicholas Jackson. We've seen Ian Maatsen do that kind of stuff in the preseason as well for Nicholas Jackson, where we saw that particular video where Nicholas Jackson says, "Maatsen, trust me more." So, look. In a stage where we are at the moment, where we are lacking that type of a player, that quality, that Maatsen brings, I would do my level best to keep this particular player. I'd rather get rid of so many other players. Obviously Chalobah is on the fringe, and I know they're not in the same profile. Of course, they play different positions. But if you want to make pure profit, you got Chalobah. Get rid of Gallagher as well, man. I know a lot of people will start commenting in the comment section now. Oh, here we go, Miz hating. I honestly see if the only value I see with Gallagher is off the bench. Off the bench, we're leading. Bring on Gallagher. 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. Just shut up shop, no problems. But someone like Ian Maatsen provides a lot more for this particular football club, man, than someone like Gallagher. So for me, I would do my level best to keep Ian Maatsen, give him a contract that makes him feel important, and to be honest, not using Maatsen has been a detrimental effect to Chelsea Football Club from Pochettino's side. If Poch probably used a little bit more of Maatsen, more of Cole Palmer since Cole Palmer joined, we probably might not find ourselves in this predicament. So, look, I'm looking forward to the next few matches, and I fully expect someone like Maatsen to be utilised a lot more. Now that we know Nicholas Jackson up front, potentially we might see Sterling playing as a striker. I still expect Maatsen to hold his place similarly in the same role as what he did against Brighton. He had a sensational game against Brighton. He really did. And I think we need to start rewarding these sort of efforts. And hopefully we can better the contract that's already been provided for Maatsen. Hopefully we can put a variation and make a better offer there. And keep this particular player. Keep him. You don't need to get rid of every single Cobham player. Let me know how you guys feel about Ian Maatsen's situation. Would you sell him? Would you keep him? I just feel that he probably fits into our mold a lot more. Next up, Reece James is aiming to step up his training program next week, but is also facing the threat of a ban after being charged by the Football Association for abusing a match official in the Stamford Bridge tunnel following the defeat by Aston Villa. This news came about pre the Brighton game. It was circulating all around that Reece James has been charged by the FA because of his misconduct post-match against Aston Villa. He was apparently abusive, or had some derogatory comments to make. The report is on social media. Do check that out. Look, all I have to say about this is the brother's injured. He's not going to feature against Fulham and Burnley. Apparently, his due date to return back is the Arsenal game on the 21st of October. So ban him if you have to. He's going to miss out on all these games anyway. So I don't really care. I like the fact that he's shown passion. I like the fact that he's shown some sort of anger and frustration as a captain. Probably wanted to show to the team that, look, I feel you. I feel the pain, and I'm gonna take it up to the officials. Maybe not the right way. Don't want him to do this on a regular basis, where he starts picking up, being banned from matches. We need him to come back fit, number one, and then we need him to feature. We don't need bans in between where he misses games. So look, for me, honestly, I can't seem to get too excited about Reece James anymore because he barely plays for us. He's always injured. In regards to this ban, as I said, ban the man, man. Ban the man if you have to right now, because he's not going to feature. So hopefully the bans will take care of the matches that he won't be around. So it kind of cancels each other out. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are willing to listen to offers for defender Marc Cucurella ahead of a possible January transfer move. Chelsea would prefer a permanent transfer. Look, first of all, a colossal effort from Marc Cucurella yesterday against Brighton. Wow, what a fantastic match he put on. But I still get this. I do. Chelsea need to figure out what they want to do with Marc Cucurella. They really do. There's too many left-sided players. You've got Ian Maatsen. Now, Ian Maatsen may not even be considered as a left-back. Maybe he's considered as an attacker. I don't know. We'll need to see what's going on there. Then you've got Lewa Colwell. Forget about Ian Maatsen. You're starting to see Lewa Colwell play as a left-back. So what's going on there? Will Pochettino finally put an end to all of this Levi Colwell left back and start playing him as a CB like he did against Brighton, where he looked so good, so comfortable? Because as a left back, as a fullback, you do need to bomb up and down, and you do need to be in and around the goals, like whether it's assists, whether it's scoring. Like the best fullbacks out there in the world, they chip in with goals as well and assists. So that's just not in Levi Colwell's remit. He plays as a centre-back who likes to drift on the left a little bit and then play those line-breaking passes from deep to break that first line or maybe even the second line of the opposition defense. So look, I get it. This one, I'm so happy for Marc Cucurella. I want to continue seeing him on that right side. It is going to be a bit of a predicament how we're going to set up against Fulham. We still don't have Malo Gusto for the next couple of matches, and Reece James not fit. So you'd assume that Marc Cucurella will be the right back against Fulham and Burnley. But then again, Chilwell is injured as well. So who do we want to have on the left side? Do we want to have Levi Colwell? But then once everyone is back fit again, Cucurella will find himself in the bench. So unless we really want to start giving Cucurella an opportunity as a left back and really assess Ben Chilwell's form, and obviously now he's injured. We'll get to hear about Ben Chilwell's injury very, very soon, how long he's going to be out for. Hopefully he's not out for too long. But we need to assess his form. So is Cucurella going to be preferred on the left side? Is Chilwell going to be preferred on the left side? Will Levi Colwell be continued on the left side? This all matters for Cucurella's future. So for me, no point in keeping a player you're not going to utilize. Now, I'm not saying the player is bad. There's difference here. I'm looking at it from a team's perspective. I get that Marc Cucurella has been made to look like he's surplus to requirements. But right now, as a right back, you're in. But once Malo Gusto and Reece James comes back, he's not going to be a right back anymore. So it really needs to focus on what do you want to do with Chilwell, what do you want to do with Levi Colwell, what do you want to do with Ian Maatsen. So I get this. Down the track, maybe he still might be sold. But if he continues to produce good quality performances, then what do you do? Because, it doesn't look good dropping really good performances and then still be talked about being sold. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Marc Cucurella, Reece James, Ian Maatsen, and of course, in regards to Noni Madueke as well. Some very interesting stuff going on. Let me see if there's any other latest news that's been popping up. Let's have a look at Chelsea Dodgers. These guys always have all the latest news and updates. Look, and once again, another 17-year-old. I don't want to get into all of that. Honestly, that kind of stuff bores me now to death. All right, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys very, very soon tomorrow. Until then, take care. See ya.